Hello, everyone. Welcome to Avoid English Mistakes made by native speakers. I repeat, avoid English mistakes made by native speakers. And who are native speakers? These are the original owners of the language itself. So if they can make some mistakes, so you and I, we are also susceptible. So the purpose of this video is to reveal two very often repeated mistakes made by English native speakers. So please, I want to really assure you, or let me state this categorically. Looking at me, it is obvious that I am not a native English language speaker. But how did I come to achieve this modest ability to speak and to write effectively? Because I published 6 books, and this one was even published in the United States. I am a blogger. I train people all over the world. So if I can do it, I strongly believe that you can also even do better. There are some videos that I have on my channel, and I want you to really check on those videos. They reveal secrets, that I actually employed, that I used in order to really get to this level of English language mastery. They are extremely important if you are intent on improving your spoken and written English language competencies. So today I have 2 very often repeated mistakes that we are going to be looking at today. So please come along while I take you to the whiteboard for explicit explanation of each of these sentences and those mistakes that English native speakers often make, whether knowing or unknowingly. So the first one is a handful of friends. Handful of friends is wrong. The correct way, let me even use it in a sentence. I've listened to native English language speakers and I discovered that they make this a mistake. Now some of them will say, I have handful of friends. I have handful of friends is grammatically wrong. There should be this alphabet, the R alphabet. So the correct way of saying is I have a handful of friends. I have a handful of friends who presently reside in the United States of America. I have a handful of friends who reside in the United Arab Emirates. I have a handful of friends in Africa, etc. Then the second one is they have a handful of cars. So these are other correct examples of using a handful. A handful means just a few. A handful means not too much. So the second one is they have a handful of cars. They have a handful of cars. Then we have a handful of chickens. We have a handful of chickens in our garden. She has a handful of handbags. That my sister has a handful of handbags. Those bags that ladies normally carry along wherever they are going to. Then my brother has a handful of good shoes. My younger brother has a handful of good quality shoes. The shoes could be imported shoes, etc. So these are 5 examples. So please do not say I have handful of maybe books. It is, do not say I have handful of English books like this. It is I have a handful of English language books. Look at them. English language books that I consult almost on a daily basis in order to consistently read and improve my proficiency in English language. This is one of the secrets. Then let's check the next ones. This one is with regard. With regard. Please, whenever you are using with regard, do not put the S. It is wrong. Native English speakers make this mistake often and often. So with regards to our discussion, this is wrong. Don't put it's wrong. So this is the correct way of saying it or of using it. With regard to what we discussed yesterday, I have cancelled the contract. With regard to our discussion, with regard to what I told you yesterday. So the second one is with regard to our joint agreement, everyone is to contribute 10% of their salary. That with regard to our joint agreement, that with regard to what we agreed upon yesterday, with regard to the key points in our discussion, please do not say with regards. Then, honestly, and with regard to what I earlier said, being nice pays much. Okay, honestly, and with regard, well, it could be honestly with regard to what she told us yesterday. Okay, if they say that being nice pays much. Then the next one is with regard to the talk. You can say it with regard to the talk. Okay, with regard to the talk that I presented, or with regard to the speech. Okay, with regard to the talk I delivered at the conference. So with regard to the talk, I forgot to mention some related. Okay, I forgot to review or to include some very important and related information. It is with regard. Then finally, as so that you can see it clearly. Okay, as I was saying, with regard to the business idea, as I was saying, and with regard to the business idea, investing 10 million is not a bad idea. Investing what? 10 million. Okay, as I was saying, with regard to the business idea, investing 10 million is not a bad idea. So you can see that I've used almost 5 sentences in order to reveal to you the correct way of using a handful and with regard. So please, whenever you're using a handful, make sure that the A is there. Don't say handful. It is a handful of speeches, a handful of talks, a handful of friends, a handful of books. Okay, and then it is with regard. Do not put BS. So thank you very much. Presently, I have released my own course. If you know you're interested, please do not forget to drop a comment. Tell me that you're interested in my course. It is an information to build up a kind of a profound course. It's going to give you access to speaking with me, okay, almost on a daily basis. And there's other things that I'm going to really expose to every individual that decides to register for the course. Then secondly, I also run this free WhatsApp group. If you know you're interested in improving your English proficiency, please drop a comment. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. The WhatsApp channel is free, and I teach people all over the world English language. Thank you so very much, and I shall see you in the next video.